Hello and welcome to a Tapubu video. This is a live action game. We are following Supppp, who is playing Nunu. He's been starting to build sort of like I do. I don't think he has the gold per 10 runes yet, but he's been following my build pretty closely. And from what I saw from him last game, he was pretty amazing. But we'll see if we can get another glimpse of some amazing gameplay here. The plan, of course, with Nunu is to take your wolves, take your blue, come in and steal a wraith. Then, if you get caught, you dart around here, place a ward here, and call it good. That's a little bit harder to do if you're purple team because this will be warded.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But we'll see how he compensates for that. It's a nodless jungle, which means it starts out very slow. And I don't know how well these guys leash. Well, Warwick, I guess, leash is kind of slow. I don't know about Zyra. That's a skin. I don't know what skin it is, though. Check it out, check it out. Anyway. Nautilus levels his W first. It's really slow at first because the shield doesn't stay on very long. Because after the shield breaks, you can't do much damage. So I think Nunu's going to have a pretty easy counter jungle here. But I could be wrong. Notice how Nautilus pops his W a little early. Oh, he got a leash. That's terrible. That's the worst thing you can do to a Nautilus. Oh, man. And so now it's 152. He's barely going to get here at 155. Not even. Meanwhile, Nunu is prepared. He has that. Yeah, he's done right there. Meanwhile, Nautilus is this far ahead. So I'm starting to think that Nunu is a very strong... Oh, he should have his W on. He took his Ice Ball level 2. That's a little different than what I do. I like to W, but I guess if you're this far ahead and it's a Nautilus, you're better off getting the... No, why'd you Ice Ball? You're wasting mana here. I could tell him that now, but I'm not going to. Anyway, now notice Nunu is coming around. He might gank here, or he might... No, he's stealing more stuff, because normally what I'd do the same thing, except oh, that's been taken. Uh-oh, now you have no choice but to gank. But what's Nautilus going to do here? Is he going to go for... Yeah. So now Nautilus is right there, and Nunu is in position to steal. Naught's getting very, very low, so there comes Fiddlesticks for the kill. He's not just going to steal, he's going to kill. This is going to be brilliant. Watch this, guys. He's gonna flash. He's gonna have to... Oh, first blood. Fiddlesticks got the red buff, which means, I really don't know what it means. It means that he's gonna have some really epic auto attacks, the little, moon-shaped things that he throws. Nunu should gank now. Why is not Nunu ganking? Oh, see, this would be a perfect time. They could bait it out, but now Pogmama's gonna die. Oh, Nunu's coming. Good, they got a kill. Nunu should have gotten an assist there, though. He can definitely dive this if they push it up, which they're going to. Here we go. Uh-oh, their team isn't there. The team isn't there. And now your presence is known, and so you're going to have to tank the turret. Oh, there we go. Lulu got the kill. Uh-oh, but Lulu's going to execute. That's fine. This is a very interesting early game. Now, Nautilus, if he gets shut down early, there's no getting back on your feet with him. Like, he has to buy all potions. He's basically got no first item. He had to waste all his first gold from his blue on golems. And now this Fiddlesticks can spam all day long. I don't know how Zyra does. I'm going to base her entire self-worth on this one game. If she does badly, she's a worthless champion. Because, I don't know. I feel like acting like a official League of Legends forum person today. You know how that goes. OMG, one bad Zyra game, she is worthless. Buff now, please. Or I quit forever. Please go. There's Nautilus hitting level 3, while Nunu is already level 4. Nautilus hasn't ganked yet, and he has such low mana, he can't really effectively gank. He didn't even take his Q. So, he's shut down pretty hard here. Once he gets level 4, he's barely going to have enough mana for a gank. Look at that, he can't use his E. Look at how slow this is. Nunu's actually taking the red buff at comparable speeds of Nautilus is taking the wolves. That's kind of sad. Nunu hasn't gone back here yet. He probably should have, just so he can really abuse his early game advantage over Nautilus. If you have a few items and then you run into Nautilus, you're a lot stronger. Oh, that is a dead Warwick. Nope, that's a flashing Warwick. Oh, but now Ezreal's still... Oh, no. If you're trading support for AD, you're losing the game. Jace wants him to come back again. Oh, he's going around, I see. Yeah, that is a very dead Warwick. If Jace follows up... Might be a very dead Nunu. Oh, the fails! But 1 for 1 and an assist is pretty good deal, I guess. But now, Nunu, you gotta go back. You've been on the field too long. You have, let's see. Yeah, you have 1,800 gold to Nautilus is 1,100. You need to get gold used now. How much of it? Yeah, 1,300. Dude, are you gonna buy an entire Wriggles Lantern on your first time back? I mean, I guess it's okay, but honestly, increments are better at this point because you want to be incrementally stronger than Nautilus instead of on par with him and then all of a sudden way better. Because if you're just, like, right now you have the exact same... oh, wait, he has actually a little bit better items than you do. Oh, that Zyra passive. Oh, boy. Yeah, by the way, Fid, mid lane is stronger than people think it is. I'm telling you right now, Fid mid lane is a very good thing. If you get your drain on them, they can't trade you unless they ignite. Basically, your Terrify gives you time to get their HP low, and then they're dead. You're constantly forced to back out of situations where a normal trade with other champions will leave Fiddlesticks stronger than he was before, and you much weaker. So that's why, like, Fiddlesticks with blue buff, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. I don't care who you are. Unless you're like Fizz, who has the on-hit heal debuff. That's about the only way you can possibly beat it. Oh, Fiddle, use your drain, fool. Okay, now Nunu is level 5. Nautilus is level 5 too. He's going in for the gank bottom. Will you see it? Will you turn around? Will you go for it? Go for the counter gank. Go for the counter gank. No, you're not going for the counter gank. You're leaving your guys to die here. You just got 4-man ganked bottom. Oh, and if you gotten that hook, it would have been all over. The second you saw Nautilus appear down there, you should have gone there. But you can still get Zyra a little bit here. Oh, you might even kill her with Fiddlesticks coming. Oh, he's not coming fast enough though. But that's good. And I mean, you're a level ahead of Nautilus pretty much. He has his gold per 10. You're getting Wriggles. Because Nautilus builds gold per 10s, you should probably have built a gold per 10 too. Because if you don't, he catches up with you. If you have gold per 10 runes, all you need is a Philostone and you're way ahead of him forever. But the way Nautilus builds, he can catch up with you if you go Wriggles first. And you know, Philostone on Nunu is never a bad thing. Are you going to get here in time? That's the question. Are you going to get here in time? What's going to... Oh, you had to take it. You had to take it. Nautilus had to take it. But now Zyra is in a very unfortunate position. And Fiddlesticks just might pick up another blue buff if he knows snappy. But what are we going to do now? Uh-oh, there's a Warwick ulting. But no, he's getting away. Oh, that's epic Nunu play right there. And now, maybe... Nope, Nautilus isn't going to die. But Nautilus completely lost out on that trade. Yeah, this Fiddlesticks is pretty good. Even if you hate sight on me. Don't you? Yeah. I kind of want to, just get rid of this. I could, but then I'd forget where I was, and I'd be like, WTF, where is my, chat thingy? I want to troll people. I can't see what they're saying if I can't I can't see what the response is if I don't see the chat box. Huh. There's Nautilus going for his red buff, which Nunu saw because of this effective ward here. And now Fiddlesticks, Fid McNasty, is going in here. This is going to be a dead Nautilus, probably. Yep, there's the ward. Good plan warding before you go in, because otherwise you could get in trouble. Oh, boy. Oh, he made it. You got the buff. That's beautiful. That was a beautiful counter jungle right there. Nautilus is really... Oh, and look at this. He's not even taking his wraiths. You're infinitely ahead of him. Like, it's over now if Nautilus isn't even taking his wraiths. He has 41 CS, you have 31. But I would wager that your gold is, yeah, 2,800 to 2,000. The only reason he's keeping on pace with you is because of his gold per 10. And even then, like, it's starting to add up, because if he's staying on pace with gold per 10, then the gold per 10s aren't doing their job, because you're stopping your build in order to get a late game bonus. But if you're keeping ahead of him without your gold per 10s and he has them, then his gold per 10s are worthless. It's warded. You should have a pink, or someone should have a pink just in case. Kog'Maw is low. And Lulu got left alone with Ezreal. That was a very poor life choice too. This is not a good place right here. Yeah, there's a dead. There's a double kill for Ezreal. You better have smite uppers. Yeah, good.
Purple King has slain the dragon.
No, how did Kog'Maw not die? That's a bad Ezreal right there. Oh, fail flash. And the buffs go back. No, they're getting to Ezreal. I would have laughed if they'd gone back to Nautilus. Now let's see the gold difference now. It's 2,100 to 3,100. So you got a pretty good lead on him now. 1k. But Nautilus is a base late game, and that's where you've got to be careful. He has like 1, 2, 3 ways to get you out of your ultimate, just Nautilus. Zyra has one, Warwick has one, Soraka has one. Ezreal's most likely to get hit by it because all Ezreal players are bad. So you're gonna have a really hard time if you were to build an AP Nunu with all that gold you have ahead. But because you're building a gold, you're building the damage instead. You are giving yourself a much stronger presence that doesn't rely on your ultimate, and that's what Nunu needs to be viable in late game against a team like this. And the reason I go gold per 10 is because the items Nunu needs to be viable in a tanky DPS build are very expensive. And if you go gold per 10 runes, all of a sudden you get that build much faster. Like 400 gold here and there, you know, if you get 200 gold ahead in the early game, that can be the difference between an item and not an item. And so, like, you would be not significantly farther in your build, but you might have an Aegis by now. Well, and actually probably wouldn't be that much. If you might have an Aegis by now if you'd gotten the gold per 10 and the Philo, but you wouldn't have the Aegis. I don't know, it's a tough trade-off. You're in a bad situation. Oh, but they already used all their CC, so boom, baby. Oh, that's beautiful.
Team double kill.
See, look at how strong Fiddlesticks mid is. And look at how bad Zyra is. Needs a buff now to be any use at all. Sorry, I just ate something, and so I cough more after I eat. Anyway, Nautilus is once again forced to take his blue buff, meaning that, well, he isn't forced to take it, but he's dumb, and so he is taking it. It would have been much better on Zyra, but you don't care about Zyra. You don't care that Fiddlesticks is stomping him. If Fiddlesticks has a blue buff, that's a problem. If Fiddlesticks has a blue buff and you have a problem sustaining your energy or mana or whatever against him, then you have a big problem. And in this day and age when everybody gives mid blue buff, That's why Fiddlesticks is so strong. And wow, you just got caught so bad. You're dead. You're dead. This is when you need to learn when to stop going in. See, that was a moment. You've done enough that Nautilus has learned, or at least Zyra has learned from Nautilus's mistakes. And if you keep going in, you're gonna get caught. I should, if I were a good guy, I would be saying that in private message right now, but I'm not a good guy. I don't like that idea. Because it's kind of... Every once in a while, when I've got a friend playing a ranked game, I'll watch them and try and give proactive tips into the future based on their current gameplay. But for one, you can distract them very easily by typing to them, and two, it's kind of cheating, and three, it's very hard to tell what's going to be done in 3 minutes from now based on what happened 3 minutes ago. But if I had to guess, I'd say there's about a 50-50 chance that Nunu will continue to invade, and maybe a 50-50 chance of that he will get caught. He does. Yeah, that's a smart Nunu. He waited. Now they have no sight of him. And Nautilus is near bottom lane too. So there's counter gank potential here if a gank goes in. But he's not coming yet. Once these doubles are gone, see, these guys need someone has to initiate. Nautilus needs to be here and gank. And then Nunu wins. But he's leaving. He's actually higher level than you because he's focusing on farming and stuff and you really aren't. So let's look 3,900 to 3,700. See, he's caught up really bad now because he's continuing to farm and he's getting all his stuff and you're not. That's why you need a gold per 10 versus someone like Nautilus. Uh-oh. But Nunu, you gotta go to the counter jungle now. Or not the counter jungle, the counter game. But it's too late, Fiddlesticks is dead. So you stood down there while Nautilus was getting stuff done. And it really hurt you a lot. And so now you've got nothing to farm because he just farmed all that stuff. You're caught in his jungle. And there's no way out. You really better hope and pray that your lane gets there fast. Oh boy. This could be tough. Yeah, this is turning into a nasty situation because you overstayed your welcome. What I just say, there's a 50-50 chance of going to the jungle again, and there's a 50-50 chance of getting caught. There's a point at which you need to realize that they know your game, and they're going to stop it. And you're trying to do something you can't do anymore, and it's allowing them to catch up very, very quick. Like, when's the last time you farmed a creep on Nunu? Probably 2-3 minutes ago. You gotta go farm something. Nope, now you're gonna die. They just got a dragon, and there's nothing you can do about it. Go farm. Go farm. Go farm. Go farm. Go farm. Now, if I told you 3 minutes ago not to go in the enemy jungle again, or whenever the first time you did that was, you probably would have learned your lesson and not going in just now. But I decided not to. And now you took it. And now Fiddlesticks is at a rather large disadvantage because his spells cost so much mana, and he doesn't have any mana regen items. Or mana items or anything. Because he's so dependent on that blue, he didn't build that way. In old meta, mid laners would build mana and mana regen items. Because the blue belonged to the jungler, or the blue just didn't get taken at all ever. But now junglers, or now mid lanes have gotten to the point where they don't even bother to buy things like Rod of Ages that are so incredibly good for sustain, just because they always have that blue buff. And it's rather unfortunate, really. Because when you get into situations like this, you're shut down by your own jungler. Now Nunu's back to the farm, but it's 4,300, 4,700. Now Nautilus is way ahead of you. And it's not that he got a bunch of ganks, it's that he farmed. And these gold pretends are doing so much. They're like... you can't underestimate, you can't overestimate the value of the gold pretends. They're just so good. It's Warden. You're wasting your time on a gank when you should have gone around this way. But Zyra's coming in now too for a counter gank. No, she's going in to take the blue. Derp. Now you guys are way too far in. You gotta double.
Purple team double kill.
If anything, Kog'Maw's gonna carry you hard this game. Oh, there comes Fiddlesticks. Kog'Maw and Fiddlesticks gonna carry you hard. This Fid is freaking amazing. But there goes Nautilus's Oracle. So now, subtracting 400 gold, he has 4,800. You have 4,800, so you're okay.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So you're not that off, but I'd still say you want to get a gold per 10. Where did you go? Did you cease existing, or did you die? Yeah, you died. How'd you die? Probably got counter ganked up here, just like I said was gonna happen. Or no, where are you? Where are you? You are right here. Yeah, you tried to invade or something again. That's 3 times. Learn from your mistakes, or you're gonna throw away the game. Because he has Wriggles, he can really farm, not quite as fast as Nautilus, but really close. And so that's why you build Wriggles, for mid-game farm. So you can keep up if you're not ahead. I mean, and gold pretends will help you keep up too, but farming and stealing is also very important whenever you possibly can, and Dragon is very important too. I'd feel a lot better if you had gold pretend runes and Philistone, but I've already said that like 3 times. Now there is no ward top, and you're gonna get this kill. I can't imagine a world in which you wouldn't get this kill. Although, if Warwick were to get you below half health, Zyra were to show up, and then all of a sudden, if you're still chasing, you're gonna get yourself killed. Boom, there's a wasted ult. Jace is dead, and Zyra's on advantage. Nunu's dead. You went into their jungle again. They know your game, and they are counter-ganking. You gotta know when to give up, get out, and call it a night. But you keep chasing and counter-jungling and stuff, and it's really not good for you, and it's really not good for your team. You are throwing the game here. I'll be honest.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
You are the reason that your team is having trouble. And that's a very dangerous situation to get
Purple
into.
team's turret has been destroyed.
If you extend that counter jungling and invading and stuff and keep thinking that the game is yours when they've caught up, all of a sudden you're throwing it even harder instead of trying to catch up from a potentially losing situation. You're exacerbating the situation. And that is what makes Nunu so difficult for players who are new to his kit and new to how he works. You get accustomed to playing a certain way, doing a certain thing, and you don't know how to respond when you're no longer allowed to do that certain thing. And that's what we're seeing right now. So unless you stop invading, you're going to throw the game. And meanwhile, Nautilus is just patiently waiting right here. Because guess what? Nautilus is now in the advantage. Nautilus is now controlling your jungle, and there's really nothing you can do about it. All of a sudden, Nautilus has your blue buff. He is counter-jungling you, and the Predator has become the prey. This is how you lose games. And this little 6 right here is showing you how you win games. How you get a losing game back. Killer! 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 There we go. Now get out. Oh, Lulu's here to save your life. Just get out. Just get out. You're doing it again. If you're winning and you keep doing stupid things, you're gonna die. If he hits you one more time, get out. And now there's a good chance Lulu could die because of your mistakes. You're going back in. Why are you going back in? You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna... You gotta know when to quit. That's your biggest problem right now. What's your build so far? You got an Aegis, you got a Wriggles, you don't have any...
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Which... Let's see Nautilus's gold against yours. He's 7,400, you're 6666. Which is kind of epic. But he's well ahead of you. He doesn't have the items you have. But he has the capacity to get them. What's his gold count right now? He has 2,200. He's ahead of you. He can get his Aegis easily. And these two items are well worth the setback right now.
Purple team
But
has
we just got a
slain the
dragon while they troll fiddlesticks. That was a very bad position for Fid to be in, but it got your team 1,000 gold. It got their team probably about 450. Oh shoot, now you're getting invaded again. See, you know, you do not have jungle control in any way whatsoever. And wow, just by accident Ezreal ended up getting a kill. And now you're getting a... Oh wow, Lulu, OP, Lulu.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Come on. Oh, but he got away. This Kog'Maw is very good, and this Lulu is extremely good. Oh, I thought it was Ravenna. I was gonna say, wow, okay, you are a very lucky man. But no.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
You've lost your second turret mid. You've really taken nothing past the first turret. You're 3k ahead, but you're not utilizing that lead efficiently. You're continuing to get caught, and it's extremely damaging to your team. You now you've gone for Ionic Spark first, which it's kind of, I'll be honest with you, Ionic Spark is a troll item. I don't build it very often at all. What you need right now is damage. You have attack speed, you need damage. This gives you no damage, and so you're really going a little bit faster and doing just a little zap thing is the only more damage you're doing. And so you've, like, see, okay, if you have a certain amount of attack speed, it's more profitable to build attack damage. If you have a certain amount of attack damage, it's more profitable to build attack speed. For example, Cho'Gath has a very high base damage, and so it's extremely useful for him to get a Wit's End, even though his base attack speed is very low. The extra attacks, you know, the 40% more attacks with 120 or whatever base damage, that's a lot. But if you have, say, a 65% attack speed boost and you get a 40% attack speed boost, that's only 40% more. If you have a 65% attack speed boost and you get 100 more damage, that is 165 damage in reality per second or whatever, because of your attack speed boost. So, does that make any sense at all? I mean, you're not shooting yourself in the foot by getting it, but it's not as effective as it could be, and I'm severely resist right now to handle that Zyra. Like, really, really bad.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
But this Kog'Maw is tearing the crap out of you. You're gonna get yourself killed. It'll look awesome. Oh yeah, go for Soraka. Forget the low. Go for Soraka. You and Lulu tear stuff up. All in a night. Zaps things. Oh yes, you do have a second bird here. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that is a dead Soraka. Come on, kill him, kill him, kill him. Get back in there. No, now she's gonna get away. Maybe. Nope, because Lulu is awesome. Lulu is awesome.
Killing spree. Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
that was good. But you had low HP at the whole thing. What's your goal now? You want to get damage, because you have so much attack speed now that damage is going to scale incredibly well. You have 105, I think, yeah, 105% extra attack speed. So you get 105% extra damage when you get a damage item. But you're getting a chain vest. I don't know why. Maybe an Atma's Impaler. It's most effective when you have about 3,000 hit points. I believe you have 2,600, so it's not that bad. 3,000 is when it starts to be really worth its gold. But if you get like I don't know, a Banshee's Veil or a Frozen Mallet or something, then you're golden. But once again, you're poking around in the jungle when you really have no right to be. Let's see the gold difference. Nautilus 9,100 and Nunu 8,000. Your 1,000 gold lead has been transformed into a 1,000 gold deficit. Your team is not all there. You are gonna actually no, their team is not all there either, so you're probably gonna get an easy kill. Lulu is shut down by Ezreal. And this is quickly turning around. Because you decided to chase instead of going after the parry. You're gonna die to freaking Soraka, man. This is now turning very much against you. Warwick has his eyes on you, and you cannot outrun a Warwick with his eyes on you. Dude, you gotta die to the tower. Oh boy, but that's a Zyra kill. I don't know, you lost 3 people there because you poked around in their jungle again. Like, you gotta learn your lesson here. You're still 3k ahead, but holy, that's a waste of an ult. Oh my goodness. That Warwick just killed himself by deciding to stay in. Oh. That was beautiful. This knows what he's doing. And yeah, Zyra, not so worthless. Needs a nerf now. Way too OP, needs a nerf. Zyra player, too good, needs a nerf. Ezreal needs a nerf too. He shoots things too often. Too big, too bad. Needs a nerf. Kog'Maw dies 7 times, needs a buff. Never mind his, 8 kills. Needs a buff. I mean, you're obviously in a lot of fights. You're 2-6-16, but you're giving kills. And the biggest way to get behind an enemy jungler is by giving them kills. And that's what you're doing. He's now 800 in the hole for those oracles, and you are once again getting yourself caught out of position. Learn your lesson.
Up we go!
You might, you're gonna get away, but you almost got your team baited into getting killed again, and that's very, very bad. What the heck? Oh wow, Kog'Maw OP needs nerf now. But he's not coming up here, and that's bad because they can Baron if Kog'Maw is not here. I mean, it would be a terrible idea, but they could... Lulu... Oh, Warwick walks through the wall of shame. How in the world? Oh, Zyra's OP, holy crap. Fiddlesticks OP, holy crap. Needs nerf now. Kog'Maw enters the fight, needs nerf. Yeah, this Kog'Maw and Fiddlesticks are absolutely 100% the reason you're winning right now. They are doing amazing things. Look at how fast that goes, though, with Kog'Maw's buff on Kog'Maw. That's why Nunu is so strong. If you had a Janna support, like, the power of Kog'Maw would be through the freaking roof. Janna and Nunu is one of the most OP combinations, but Lulu is doing so much work and proving just how strong Lulu can be that it's probably better that she went Lulu. And I'll be honest, this is an incredibly skilled Lulu. She is so good. I am completely impressed. I've never seen such a good Lulu player. At least outside of, main big streams and stuff. But this is some excellent Nunu support, and it's proving just how viable she can be. So now Nunu is getting a Glacial Shroud. If you were just going to turn around and go tanky, you probably should have gotten a Hex Drinker or a Maw first instead of this Ionic Spark. But it's alright. Stomp on him. No, you didn't stomp on him fast enough. You gotta step on him. They die pretty fast though. But that's interesting. The whole pet thing. I like champions that have pets, and plant pets are really interesting. I really like the concept of plant pets. I think Zyra's a brilliant champion. I think her ultimate is incredibly huge, and it might get nerfed because it's just so huge. Let's see the scaling on it here. Oh my goodness. I mean, she does have 522 AP, but like, holy crap, that big a radius and everything. Wow. You do not want to face off against a team with this much CC. You're gonna regret this decision almost definitely. And look at all the support they have and stuff too. There's that is you're regretting that situation. And this is a little bit more of you regretting that situation. I'm not regretting it as much as I thought because Nautilus derped out and decided not to be there. And then holy crap. So about that part where
Rampage.
yeah. I mean it's a 2 for 2, but you might get Warwick. Nunu is just freaking amazing. There's so many skill shot champions on this team, and they are all doing such amazing jobs. Especially Fiddlestick's hardest skill shot in the game. He shoots himself into the crowd. If he misses that one, oh boy, there's no getting it back. Oh, so now Nautilus saves his ult for that, doesn't he? That's an incredible use of ult right there. Like, you can see how much good it did him. This Nautilus who started off so strong is now derping extremely hard. He has 10,000 gold, Kog'Maw has, or sorry, Nunu also has 10,000, just because he's been taking the objectives. But if Nautilus had not been such a derp, and Kog'Maw and Fiddlestick had not been so amazing, and Lulu of course, you'd be losing this game very hard right now. I don't know how I feel about Frozen Heart on Nunu. I guess it's okay. I prefer Aranduin's because it gives him hit points. But I guess either way, he's tanky. Like he's got 3,000 hit points here. I honestly would have rather seen the money go into Atma's though. But I guess see, Ezreal is a burst champion. He doesn't really rely that much on attack speed. That's why he's weak late game. That's also why Frozen Heart doesn't necessarily hurt him as much. And so, well, it's never a bad option. I guess with Warwick's attack speed boost, it's also good to negate him. But I mean, with Warwick's attack speed boost, the item is also completely negated in team fights. So Warwick is getting maybe a 40 attack speed boost on everyone instead of 20 instead of 40 or whatever. Oh, it's thundering outside. I love it. I love the rain. It's raining. It's raining. What is Warwick's boost? Yeah, it's 40%. So Nunu's Frozen Heart is 20%. So once he finally gets it built, that's still going to be a 20% up. So I don't know if it's worth it. I'd rather have Aranduin's where everyone gets slowed, or, you know, you press a button, everyone's slow, or that was Impaler where you're hitting like a truck. Oh, they have two. Bad planning. Why you don't follow guides to the T. Bad planning screws you over. Oh boy, this is Nunu getting very low and getting kited. I love it. So now Nunu needs HP or his entire team can get spotted by Warwick if they're standing near him. You gotta get HP now or you're gonna die. Well, you're putting your whole team at risk by not having HP. Meanwhile, Nautilus, is this his second or his third Oracle? This is why Nautilus, like, he's such a derp. He's wasting so much gold on items that he obviously has no capacity to keep. Let Soraka get it. Well, no, actually, Soraka's 1 in 10. Do not let Soraka get it. In fact, you're the best choice. But, seeing as how the enemy team isn't really warding anyway, it's not that big a deal. Yeah, obviously she is obvious. You survived that meteor roll, but it would have been better used on Fiddlesticks right now. But then again, you really couldn't have known that.
Dominating.
But that you've done. Your early game was incredible, but you didn't adapt. And so you had a very weak mid and late game. So I'd say work on learning what to do when the enemy jungler figures out what
Blue
to do.
team's turret has been destroyed.
That's the biggest thing I can tell you, honestly.
Blue team's turret has been
If you
destroyed.
start getting caught, just stop doing it or get more.
Godlike.
Anyway, thank you for watching.